Hello, YouTube. Happy witching hour. And it is High Priestess Jamila. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I want to discuss colorism. And this is something that has been needing to be talked about for quite some time. I don't really discuss this subject too much because there's a lot of smoke and mirrors that are being thrown up to prevent this discussion from happening. Um, but daggone it, we're going to have to talk about it today. Yes, we are. Um, First of all, I do not tolerate colorism on any level coming from either side of the coin, whether or not it is the darker shade of the coin or the lighter shade of the coin. Um, so if anybody wants to accuse me of that, I think that it's a scapegoating mechanism. I feel like you're scapegoating, and it is what it is. But I want to discuss what a lot of lighter complected people are afraid of saying. What they are afraid of saying because they are afraid of being bullied. They are afraid of being harassed. They are afraid of being psychically attacked. They are afraid of being told, oh, well, you're not even light skinned. That one is a good one. You know what I'm saying? Um, light skinned people feel light skinned black people. We feel like outcasts. We feel like outsiders. We feel unaccepted by the black community. We do. We feel like we're not accepted. We feel like we're not wanted. And this is because of the consistent bullying that happens in the black community. And this is not just for women. This is light-skinned males are consistently bullied in the black community, but it's more often. I mean, light-skinned males primarily get bullied in school. I do have a 21-year-old child who went to school and was consistently bullied at school for being light-skinned, which is why I refuse to send my youngest child to school so that he can get traumatized and harassed and being made a target. However, my child was definitely made a target in social media. And these people that do this are very, very ruthless, uncaring, and just pretty much horrible people, in my opinion. Um, I'm not doing this for sympathy at all, because y'all know how I am. I am not the type of person that is going to sit up here and beat around the bush and pretend that I am okay with this treatment. Um, I've had people sort of single me out a lot. I've been singled out a lot because of that. And see, this is something that has been pretty consistent that has happened to me since high school. I remember in high school as well as junior high school being bullied, being forced into fights in the girls' bathroom by darker skinned women. And it's pretty sad. It sucks, because most light skinned people don't feel privileged. And so that's the excuse that is being made, is that there's so-called light skin privilege. So since you have light skin privilege, I'm going to treat you like shit. And this is not a good excuse. It's not. Being ostracized, being told that you're not good enough because people have a chip on their shoulder. And it gets made worse when you are just a normal person, but you're still being singled out. A lot of light-skinned people do feel very, very ostracized by the Black community. We do. And I am a light-skinned woman. I've had people tell me, oh, well, you're not light-skinned. Well, honey, I can show you a baby picture of me from the time I was born. I was yellow, and it is what it is. Okay. Light-skinned people are sort of seen as the punching bags for people. And if we say anything back, what I've noticed is what I have noticed is that, and I'm not saying that all brown-skinned women do this to me. I talk to a lot of brown-skinned women every day. I have a lot of brown-skinned women that love me and adore me. So I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the people that do attack lighter skinned women, the evil ones, the ones that do that. And what they'll do is they will obviously have an issue with you. And when you call them out on it, or if you call them out on their rude behavior towards you, they will automatically say, and you ain't said nothing about their complexion. Oh, you're a colorist. Hold on. You're bullying me. You're arguing with me. What does skin complexion have to do with it? They often do that. And I think that this is something that in these types of people, because not in any way am I berating all brown skin or dark skinned women. I love Black people of all shades. Not in any way. Hey, Miss Desire Independence. Hello, sweetie. Not in any way am I coming at all dark skinned people like this. Y'all know I ain't like that. But I mean, why is it that when it's obvious that somebody is attacking you because they think that they can just attack you or take their crap out on you, every single time you make a response to them, they'll say, oh, you're just relying on colorism. Well, wait a minute. I ain't said nothing about our skin complexion, sis. You arguing with me. You coming at me. You being rude to me. So it's like a knee-jerk reaction that some of them have. And, I feel that people should be called out for this type of behavior. I don't feel that it's right. I really don't. And I'm sorry, I feel that if God blessed you with that brown skin or dark skin, God blessed you just like God blessed me. I feel like if you are up walking around and you are breathing and you have a chance at life every single day, I feel like you're blessed. Why do we always have to be stuck on this colorism thing? It's so irritating. And like right now, I am being targeted by somebody that is by a couple of people that are darker skinned than me. I am being targeted, and it's like I'm invisible, and it's like this invisible thing, this evil thing that is happening, and nobody believes me. And when I say to people, well, this person is spiritually attacking me because of the color of my skin, this person is doing all this stuff to me. Yeah. Yeah, well, and you know what? I have you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Desire Independence. I feel that a lot of the times they are going by the paper bag rule. I feel that if you are the color of a paper bag or lighter, then the darker complected ones are going to come for you. So, my grandmother and my great grandfather, whose name is Nathaniel Boston, my great grandfather was a very dark chocolate man. And my grandmother, who is his daughter, was brown skinned because my grandmother, she was about my complexion, or a little bit lighter than me. And then my grandfather my grandfather was mixed. He was biracial, but he had a lot of black in him. And it's really annoying. And you know what the main aspect of it that I hate is that if you are a certain shade, certain people in our own community want to treat you like you a hoe. Oh, you just a hoe. You know, you just good for sex. You're nothing. Or either they treat you like you're stupid or you're not very smart. And this kind of abuse, I mean, my goodness, is going to have to stop. A lot of light skin. This is why I'm not going to do it. I am not going to send my child to school to deal with that kind of torture. I'm not. I just refuse to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know, I don't even want to take the chance with my kids' head. You know, like I said, my oldest son got bullied all the time. And it was always a little dark skinned boy. It was like always. And so for me, all of my older children, they were always in school. And I had nothing but trauma, nothing but trauma raising my children. It was absolutely horrifying. It was. It was absolutely horrifying. And you know what, Miss Desire Independence, my daughter, my younger daughter, because my oldest daughter is lighter than me. And then her sister is about your complexion, maybe a little lighter. She was bullied because of her skin complexion. You're right. You are absolutely right. And but I think that I guess from my standpoint, I feel that I have been bullied more so often, and I started getting bullied even online as a 40-year-old woman. I was being bullied, and I know for a fact that it was because of my skin complexion. I like this is no cap. Like, because I don't just go around starting stuff with people. I've had people just start crap with me and I did nothing to them, felt no type of way about them. And then all of a sudden I was being bullied and I was being told by spiritualists, oh, well, I'm darker than you. So that means I have more spiritual power than you. And it is so annoying because it seems like people that are darker skinned, they will go and just take out all their crap off on you, out on you. And they go to the extremes to make sure that they counteract this invisible light skin privilege that has never existed. Let me tell you something. I have had to work just as hard as any other Black person. So this whole light skin privilege does not exist. I think it's an excuse to just berate somebody, to just hate on somebody. It's disgusting. And I am totally disgusted by, because I've had a lot, like a lot of people, for example, everybody has seen my ex-white friend. We're not friends anymore, but everybody has seen her. But are you aware of all of the different shades and different races of friends that I've had? I had a friend in school. She was Native American. She had this long black hair. She was brown skinned. Then I had another friend who She's lighter than me. And she used to get bullied in school. They used to call her pie face or moon face, moon pie face. So I was friends with her. And then my best friend, we used to call each other sisters. She was a little bit a shade lighter than me. And me and her were really close. But then I also had brown skin friends. So I am so tired of this. I don't want to be a part of it at all. I don't. I don't want to be a part of that. Hold on. And this is totally untrue. This is totally untrue. I swear to God, this is totally untrue. Even when it comes to dating and relationships, trust me, I have been abused just as much as a dark-skinned woman has been abused. Trust me, the Black community has made sure of that. So this is a lie. You know, it's almost like we're going through the same exact stuff that all Black people are going through. But the only difference is that we feel ostracized. We have to take on extra crap and then and people are so unempathetic towards us. I've been bullied by light-skinned women. I've been bullied by white women before. I have had my heart broken before. Let me tell you, it's story time. I have had my heart broken before because of this whole colorism thing. Because this dude's mama would not accept me because I was too light skinned. So I've been hurt before. Like I'm talking about hurt, curses put on me, shit happening to me that's weird just because I'm light skinned. So I'm sorry. In fact, I don't see, except for in maybe school, where darker complected women have been through any colorism. I feel that I have been through colorism. I went through so much colorism and bullying that when I was younger, I sometimes wished that I was darker skinned just so that I wouldn't have to go through it. Right, exactly. Exactly. But you know what, Mrs. Our Independence? Slavery is just as alive now, if not worse, as it was back then. It's mental slavery. You know what I'm saying? And it just is so horrible. I wish that Black people would let go of that demon. I really, really do. I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of it. And you know what? Most of my boyfriends have been dark skinned. Most of them. Most of them have been dark skinned men. And they have always treated me well, not because of my light skin, not because of that, but just because I was always a good girlfriend. Except for this one, my ex did him so dirty. Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about that story. If I could apologize to that man, I would. I swear, because he was just so sweet. He was such a sweet guy. He really was. I gotta have me a little bit of wine, y'all, because this is just like, goodness gracious. Light-skinned people are human beings too. No, we don't feel that we are better than darker skinned people. No, we don't. I've never felt that way. In fact, when I was in grade school, I was bullied by a teacher who was dark skinned. So I have been through trauma in my life because of this. I've been through so much trauma that I'm ready to break down and start crying right now. That's how much trauma I have been through, and I'm so sick of it. Being called a hoe, and that's exactly what they do with light-skinned black women. They treat us like whores. They treat us like hoes, even though we're not hoes. We still get treated like one just because we're light-skinned. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've always gotten a lot of attention from men and boys. I have. And I don't. And so that's why I have like this chip on my shoulder to where I don't want the attention. I don't, but it's sad that people can't even compliment me. They can't even tell me I'm pretty because somebody's gonna have a problem with it. Well, you know what? Hugs to you, Miss Desire Independence. I am sending you virtual hugs for real because I'm gonna tell you something. I am so freaking sick and tired of it. And you know what? The first thing that I want to do is lash out just because I'm tired of it. I really am. I went through stuff with people in my family too. You know, I was my grandmother's favorite. I was her favorite. She called me her dumpling. And it's probably because I was always up underneath my grandmother, you know? I was always up underneath her. I was always, just loved my grandmother. Just, you know what I'm saying? And so maybe that's why I was very close to her, and it really just, oh my God. And y'all don't know how much this colorism thing has hurt my family because she was my mother was lighter complected than me. My mom, she would wear darker makeup just to make herself darker. My mom would do that, and when she would wash her makeup off at night, she was the same exact complexion as me. Like, I'm so sick of the colorism thing. I am. And I do not deserve to be bullied or mistreated just because of the color of my skin. I don't. And this is exactly what is happening. I've had only one man do that to me. I remember I dated this light-skinned dude. He was really, really, he was lighter than me. His mother was so sweet to me. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's not that I'm not into lighter skinned men. It's just that it's just, I don't want to say that darker skinned men are my preference, but it just, I don't know. Like, I have this thing for darker skinned men. I do. And it's not that I guess you could, does that mean that I'm a colorist? Is that what that means? Because from what I can see, I always see lighter skinned men with darker skinned women. It just, I don't know why. I've just always seen that consistently in the Black community. I have seen that. I agree. I so agree, Miss Desire Independence. I will never forget. the day that all of my children were born. But like for some reason, my younger daughter, Danielle, the day that she was born, it's I gave birth to this little chocolate baby. Like she was so brown. And it wasn't that my lighter skinned babies, it was like I felt like it was something wrong with them, but I've always celebrated all shades of black people, but this whole demonic energy, like I'm gonna be honest with you, I have identified the way I identify darker skinned women or men that attack me. And I know it's because of colorism. I have just decided that they are demons. I'm sorry, because I have been way too close and cool with people that were darker than me. So when I see them doing it, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I feel like it's demonic personally. I do. I feel like it's a demon. I feel like if you're a darker complected person and you're attacking light skinned people, and it's obvious that that's why you're doing it because you're singling them out. You're not you're not saying anything else about anybody else. I feel like you're a demon. That's how I identify you. See, I am very non-bigoted. I don't believe in attacking people because of their marital status. I don't believe in attacking people because of their height, their weight. I don't believe in attacking people because they have children. I don't believe in attacking people for any reason. And it really irritates me because you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. My grandma, now on my dad's side of the family, Big Mama was a light-skinned lady. My grandma and my great grandmother, they were light-skinned on my dad's side of the family. On my mother's side of the family, the matriarch, the three sisters, they were all dark skinned. So that means that I have their blood pulsing through my veins. And I'm not going to let somebody just bully me or just take from me just because, I don't like that. I really don't. And it's wrong as hell. Um, I have sat up here and watched black men attack me because of that colorism thing. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm just going to say this. I love all people. I don't have anything against anybody because of the color of their skin. And that is the truth about me. And a lot of light skinned people feel that way. Can we just live life here? And I will protect myself spiritually. This is one of the things that, brought this out in me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like the way black men treat me sometimes. They treat me like I'm a hoe. Just because I'm light skinned. Why is that? And they know that they all do it. Okay. Or they treat you like you're weak. So it's and a lot of lighter skinned people, they are going through it. And so what's happening is this dynamic of, light skinned people sticking together or something like that. And it's like, why does it even have to be that way? Why does it have to be that way? Why does it have to be a team light skin or a team dark skin? Why does it have to be that way? For what? It's crap. I can tell you this, that when my sons, when they bring home their girlfriends or their wives, neither race or their color of their skin is going to matter to me as long as they treat my sons right. And it's the same thing for my daughters. Yes, it does. But you know what? I think that it's like on an individual basis because, I mean, this whole abusiveness thing, it is just so freaking horrible. It really, really is. It is horrible. It's very abusive. It's uncalled for. It makes me want to go into hiding. You know, honestly, and it's something that's is really, really bad, and it sucks because, you know, I have Black ancestors. I have my grandfather, Nathaniel Boston, and he's a big Black man, and he will definitely protect me. Okay, kind of tall, dark-skinned man. He died shortly after I was born. So we all have ancestors, and none of us should be mistreated or treated poorly or spiritually attacked or targeted. Because I can guarantee you that I can throw my cards right now, and I am being spiritually attacked just because I've said, hey, you're just attacking me and you think I'm weak because I'm light skinned. Because I'm not the type of person to beat around the bush, and then I'm not gonna kiss. I don't feel like I should have to kiss nobody's butt. I don't do that because I feel like we should all, you know, be able to just be honest about how we feel, because I don't feel that the lies are going to heal the community. Do you think that the Black community is going to be healed by lies? No, they're not. And it is extremely narcissistic. I've been accused of being a narcissist. Well, you know what? Sometimes people will make you narcissistic. People will bring that side of you out. Okay. Anyway, sometimes we're being told that we're not Black enough. It makes us feel bad because we go through the same freaking struggles that that every other Black person goes through. And I think darker skinned Black people are so beautiful. Why do they target? Why do they bully lighter complected people? I mean, I have been accused of bleaching my skin. I ain't never bleached my skin. I've used skin bleach to lighten my blotches, my skin blotches, but I've never bleached my skin ever. So I don't get it. I really don't. I'm so sick of the whole colorism thing. I really am. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of being attacked by darker skinned Black women, knowing that they're attacking you for that. And then when you call it out, you're a colorist. What? Right. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, being body shamed. Now, I know damn well ain't nothing wrong with my body. Ain't nothing wrong with my body, but just having people trolling me and, you're disgusting. And it's like, come off of it. Please just stop. But it is male attention. And I never was here to get male attention. I got it, not even asked for it. So I'm not constantly looking for male attention. And you got people out there that are spiritually trying to constantly fuck with my love life, fuck with my heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? Like I can not feel it. I can see that energy coming to me. Because you're light skinned, I want to make sure that no man loves you. Well, men are going to love me regardless if you want that or not. Okay, regardless, I'm going to still be loved regardless. So I've been getting targeted. Oh, and you're not going to have any more babies. Why? Because those babies are going to more than likely be light skinned because most of my children came out like me. And it's an obsession. It is an obsession. My children being attacked because of this. And I'm not going to have it. I'm not. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I think that it is not typically how melanated people act. I think that, I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's demonic. I don't think that this is the normal behavior of a melanated woman. And it could be because I was raised by my grandmother. That could be why. And she's not a light-skinned woman. So that may be why. I'm used to seeing dark-skinned women that are very graceful, very beautiful, would not dare attack anybody's children. I am used to seeing that. I'm not used to seeing, oh, I'm a demonic woman and I'm going to attack you and your children just because you're light skinned. I'm not used to seeing that. So that's very foreign to me. And my grandmother spoiled me rotten. She spoiled me. And then I have my twin cousins. They are brown skinned. And, I don't know why. It was just like, I don't feel that it was colorism in my family. I don't remember it. I just remember this sweet lady being so good to me all the time. That's what I'm used to. I'm not used to, except for in school. Saw it a lot in school. And so anyway, I just wanted to come and express that because how can the Black community ever expect to be treated fairly in this society when they're treating their own people like crap? How can you expect that? You can't expect it. And I haven't given up on the Black community, but I think so many people have. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, Mrs. Iron Independence. I have never experienced hatred, the pure unadulterated hatred until I got on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my grandmother, she was very proud of all of her grandchildren. She had like 30 something grandchildren because my grandmother had 7 kids. So she had like 20 or 30 grandkids. She would count us and she was very proud to have a big family. That's how my grandmother was. She was just that type of person. My grandmother was never on welfare, food stamps, or Section 8. My grandmother was a legend of her own time. She was not one of those type of people. So that's the kind of blood that I came from. But you come to YouTube and it's like, oh, you're a whore and you're a welfare bitch. I'm like, really? Am I? Wow. And you don't get credit for that. Like instead of me being given credit, for my accomplishments and my 20-year work history, I was told I was a welfare queen. Really? So, and I didn't do that. That's not a curse that I was born with. It's something that a lot of Black people have dealt with. It is. And a lot of darker skinned Black people have such a problem with lighter complected Blacks that they are more willing to accept white people than they are Black people. And it's like, what is wrong with you? Yeah, they don't. They don't. And they just really need to stop judging a book by its cover. They do. They need to quit judging the book by the cover and start judging people by the content of their character. So, because I could go into so much other stuff, but I'm not, you know, I'm just saying that I want to stop being singled out because of that. And then this obsession, this obsessive behavior, this constant, I want to come into your astral space and attack you. I don't like you. I hate you, Jamila. I hate you. You're not accepted by us because, you think you all that, and correction. I don't think I'm all that. I know I'm all that in a bag of potato chips. Y'all know how I am. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to change my personality. And I'm sorry when you come to me and you tell me that I'm not all that, it's just going to make me feel even more like I'm all that. And I just want to get along with people. Like, but I'm not going to bend. I'm not the type of person that's going to bend over and kiss nobody's butt. I'm not. And so I don't know. I've never been the type of person to have like a whole bunch of close friends. In fact, I'm more of a loner type. Um, you know, I can go to a gathering and be around a bunch of people, but I just I'm usually thinking about going home and sitting in front of my TV and putting on my little snuggle, my little I'm a homebody. I like being at home. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go somewhere and be ready to go home. I'll be like, I'm so ready to go home. And it don't have nothing to do with that. It's just that I just feel safer at home. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Anyway, I had to get that off of my chest because, and okay, so even the video that I did last night, which y'all know how I am when it comes to being open. Like, my husband is dark skinned. He is. I don't know what it is about me and darker skinned men. It is just something. They're sexy. They're strong. I love the contrast. I'm not fetishizing darker skinned Black men. I'm not, and I can't say, oh, I love dark skinned women. I can't say that because I'm not a lesbian, y'all. I'm not. I can't say that. I'm not a lesbian or bisexual. Like my that's my identity. I can say that I can say that I can point out when a dark skinned woman is beautiful. If I don't have a problem with that. But I can't sit up here and go, "Ooh, I just love me some chocolate women." I can't say that, like, because I'm not, and I'm not gonna say, "Ooh, I love me some white women," because I'm not into women. That's just me. My husband is a darker complected man. He is, and because it is what it is. I usually end up being snatched up by a darker skinned man. It's just been my experience in life. And I'm not talking about red or brown. I'm talking about dark, you know? And I've always been into that, and so I just, so I felt like I was being ostracized because I like darker skinned men sometimes. And dark skinned men don't even realize that. A lot of darker skinned men, y'all don't realize how taboo it is for women to like you. It's very taboo for women to like, and it's because of the colorism thing. Like the same exact tabooism with black women or darker skinned black women, it's the same thing with y'all. So we go through hell to be with y'all, you know, black asses. And I say that with just love, for real. You know what I'm saying? We get attacked because of that. We do. And we get disrespected like, ew, like you're lower, like you're lower class. Like it's lower class to like a darker skinned man. Like it's lower class. It's the truth. I've had people come at me like that, like, ugh. Like, really? Like, so because you know what, I guess it goes to the saying, what I eat don't make you poop, right? So why do you care? Why are these people always trying to play matchmaker? Because I'm gonna like what I like. It's just it is what it is, man. Anyway, I love all of my black people, is what I want to say. And I love white people too. I like all people. I don't, this whole thing with white or black, it's so exhausting. It's draining. It is. It's draining. However, I just know that the man that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with is a dark-skinned black man. Let's call it a hunch. Okay. And so it's kind of like people are expecting me, just because I have lighter skinned sons, that I'm supposed to be into lighter skinned men. And it's like, well, I'm not dating my sons, you know? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, it's so weird. It's very weird. It is. Let's just put it like this. I like all people, but as far as my sexual attraction is mainly for darker skinned black men. It is. Okay. So, that's pretty much a deal breaker. I have this thing. Y'all know that I love the show Supernatural. And y'all know I love me some Dean Winchester. Okay. He's a white man. Okay. And so it's like, it's probably because of the character. It's probably because he reminds me of kind of like myself or something. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole thing, supernatural, whatever, and Dean Winchester he's like the hero or whatever. Even when they turned Dean into a demon, he was still a hero. He was just, and I think that the main reason why I loved Dean Winchester is because he was kind of like very protective of women. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. But I can see my husband is clear as day, and I can see what he looks like. And he is a darker complected man. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with me saying that? I don't think it's anything wrong with me saying that. Does it have something to do with trauma? I can go into detail about I'm not even gonna go into because I'm leaving all that stuff in the past. I'm not letting nobody trigger that within me. Just the whole memory of my angel baby. I'm just not doing it. Hello, Jacksonville. But yeah, I do want somebody with good character. But, I think that let's keep it real. All men have their flaws. They do. It don't matter what complexion they are, they all have flaws. No man is perfect. They're not. No woman is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Now, I don't want somebody beating on me and cheating on me and stealing from me, obviously, but they all got that. They all can have issues. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Especially with the way these demons is roaming around constantly. I don't know. I guess I am sort of overly, I don't know. I am one of those types of people to where I am like very forgiving, very kind, and I am very loving, and that's just who I am. And I'm not going to, lie about that. I am a woman. I'm not a man. I can't be expected to act like a man either. And I think that people that expect us to act real masculine, I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, that's just where I'm coming from with that. I don't know. I remember my first boyfriend, my father, he lost his mind and he literally locked me in the house for 7 years. My first boyfriend, he was chocolate. My father's not chocolate. My father's a light skinned man. My father cannot, for the life of him, figure out why I don't want to be with somebody that's like him. It's so weird. He met this young man because he knew I was like squatting out in this man's house. It was just like this whole story, y'all. I was super duper fast when I was a kid. I was a badass little kid. I was. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I put my parents through a lot. I did. And I apologize for putting them through so much because they were so worried about me. I had ran away from home. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. So anyway, just going back to what I was saying about dealing with that, I think that people should love themselves. I think that people that don't have a lot of self love, they show it because they will start to single people out and attack them. And trust me, I know who is behind these troll accounts. It's just I have a sneaky suspicion, and I'm usually right. And I I have to use what I have to get what I want. Let's put it like that. So, I guess it is what it is, whatever. Anyway, y'all, that's my little rant. I hope that people understand. If you don't, oh well. I just wish that everybody could just get along. And I wish that people would stop attacking me and singling me out and ostracizing me and making me feel bad for who I am, because I don't feel bad for who I am. I don't like I'm not even talking about a particular group of people, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I have felt people doing spells on me to make me feel ostracized out of things that I wouldn't even be interested in participating in. So, I wish that people would stop doing that. I felt people trying to do like these spells on me to make me feel lonely and left out. And it's like, well, I don't want to be a part of that anyway. So I really don't have a lot of anger. I don't have a lot of aggression. I don't. I don't have a lot of hatred in my heart. I don't have that confusion. So, but I felt that. I have felt somebody was in my chat room the other day asking me about the spirit of loneliness. I have had that spirit. People try to put that spirit on me. It's like, well, hun, I'm a loner, so I kind of like the spirit of loneliness. But I don't get lonely like I'm constantly talking. Like, I don't understand why people are doing that. And so I'm constantly having to sage my house and do protection, because for some reason somebody wants me to feel lonely. It's like, hell, the spirit of loneliness can be on people even if they in a room full of people. You can still feel lonely even if you're in a room full of people. But I know that for me, I don't never feel lonely. Because I'm a medium. It's constantly it's constantly somebody around me, either a spirit or an ancestor or something, or a client. So I feel that if you feel extra lonely, like all the time, I feel like somebody is doing work on you. I can always call that down. Somebody doing work on you, they may put a spirit on you or put a certain energy on you. Because how you gonna be lonely with God? God constantly keeps me busy. That's what I always tell people. But anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Love and light.